Right, let's get straight to the point on this one. It's getting a bit late in the day, starting to lose light. I think B&M have just had their first delivery in of palms for the season, and it's the first time I've seen these particular palms at B&M. So it's for people in other countries, that's like a big box stall. Yeah, so we're looking at Trachycarpus wagnerianus, or waggy palms. Nice little size on these. This is from my local B&M in Lowestoft, south side. They had about, I don't know, 6, 8 of these. I managed to get the two ones with the biggest trunks. They did have some that the leaves looked a little bit better on them, but the trunks were a bit smaller, so I thought these are quite slow growing for a Trachycarpus species. These are fairly slow, so yeah, so we got these are, I think they're about 10-litre pots, and they're just over a foot of trunk each, both very similar size. Obviously, by the looks of it, been field grown and dug up, potted up fairly freshly. See a lot of roots on the surface, but don't let that put you off, because the price is pretty good for a waggy. $37.50, and I don't know, I've seen them for a lot more. They're slow growing. For something with a trunk like that, I think that's a good price. So we got two. I have got pots either side of the hothouse. You have to excuse the mess here at the minute. It's not quite spring, so I haven't sorted everything out. So we've got these big pots sitting empty. What's off evergreen in them. Waggies would be perfect. I'm not worried about these being stunted in pots. I'm quite happy for them to stay small and slow growing. That'd be a nice evergreen feature. I will say they did have the big Trachycarpus fortunei in as well, £150 with I don't know, 5 foot of trunk. They did have also Camerops humilis with about 3 foot of trunk. That was £100. And they also had some small Trachycarpus fortunei, same size pots, roughly the same size of these palms, these waggies, for exactly the same price, $37.50. But being these are a lot slower growing, these are a better deal. I think the fortunei are probably about a standard price for that sort of size. Yeah, so it's still early in the season, but these palms are hardy, so I will be potting them up tomorrow. Give you a nice evergreen. I mean, in the past I've had I don't know, giant bird of paradise and sort of tender plants in these, but you know, half the year these big pots are pretty much empty. So I think, well, let's get something evergreen in them, just to, you know, as I come down the side of my house, that's the first thing I see is a hothouse, and it'd be nice to have something evergreen there. So yeah, that's my excuse for buying palms. So I don't really need them, but there you go. Don't need an excuse. I think that's a good price. So I don't think they're going to hang about too long. So if you're in the market for a waggy palm, I think that's going to be the best deal at the moment. Let's say nice chunky little palms. I've got some in the garden which I've had for years, and I'm talking 7-8 years, and they're not much bigger than this, so they are slow growing and they're in the ground. So that's it, you know, you're buying time as usual when you're getting a decent size plant like this, and they are chunky little trunks on them, to be fair. They're not small. They have been sort of heavily trimmed towards the bottom. But yeah, all the growth's looking good, the spears are looking good. Yeah, so yeah, should go nicely either side of the hothouse. These are roughly the pretty much identical matching trunks. This one's slot maybe have a couple more leaves on it, but yeah, nice little pair. 37.50 at B&M. That's not just our local one, they're across the country I believe at the moment. They've literally just come in the last couple of days, and like I say, you might get some other interesting stuff as well. Right, there you go, just tipping you off if you're in the market for it. Nice little waggy, why not treat yourself at that price? Thanks for watching, we'll catch you on the next one.